Hi, and welcome to Wow Talk. I'm Donna Cappuccitti, a thriving cancer survivor.
And I'm her naturopathic doctor, Darlene Gustin. We're here to encourage, educate, and empower you on your journey to optimum wellness.
Welcome.
Hi.
Today is a really special day because we have a guest with us.
Yes, so let me introduce to you Yasmin Blake, a local life coach in Oakville, Canada.
Hello, both. Thank you for having me here today.
So we're excited to share the world of life coaching with our audience. Can you tell us, what is a life coach? What do you do?
Thanks for the questions, because I get a lot of curiosity questions, hints from people about life coaching, but in the meantime, it's not really clear for others what it is. Some people think life coach should give you an advice on what to do or try to fix you one way or another. However, that's absolutely not the truth. I always like to use as an analogy. So life coach is here to make your life feel better, to make you go forward, move forward, instead of fixing something that is not working. So if we refer to the analogy that I usually use, you could go to a physiotherapist when you have an injury. But when you don't have an injury and you want to get better strength, more fitness, more endurance, you're probably going to go to a personal trainer and not a physiotherapist. So that's the thing. Life coach is a little bit like a personal trainer for your mind, who holds you accountable, who improves the awareness about what you feel, and so on. So this is in a nutshell. And life coaching is really different than therapy.
Yeah. I love the word accountability for anybody in the coaching industry. But I also find, I know a couple years ago, I did have a few consults with Yasmin myself, and I felt like my life wasn't working and it was out of control, and I was just being, influenced by my responsibilities and the needs of everybody around me as a woman, as a mother.
Exactly,
right?
and being reactionary too, probably, right?
Yeah. And I feel like life moves so fast these days that we just get caught on the treadmill and we never really stop to think about, am I having the quality of life that I want? Am I being me? Am I accomplishing my goals? Do you hear that a lot?
So much. I hear a lot of, the days are busy and I do too much, but I still feel that I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
I don't know if you hear this as well or not.
I think I've written that in about 20 text messages today. Anyway, go on.
And I think it's not because of lack of productivity or lack of discipline. For me, it's lack of clarity.
Yes.
So when we are doing too much and just in the habit of action and doing without understanding or knowing what our values are, we feel like we're stuck in a hamster wheel, turning and turning. However, when we know what's our value, what's our purpose, and by value, I don't mean right and wrong. I mean, what do you stand for? What this thought or this feeling when you're in the peak of the mountain experience, what is your value? Is it, let's say, connection? Is it growth? Is it education? What is it? So when you know your values and you're really working hard, you don't feel like you're in a hamster wheel anymore. You feel like, yes, you're working hard, but you're in tune with your values. So maybe you'll get exhausted, but you will not get lost. You will not get unaligned. Versus just doing out of the habit of doing, and you still feel you haven't accomplished because there's no purpose. And I know you know me as a runner, so I'll use another example. So for example, let's say we are training for a marathon. This is huge commitment, and it's very hard, and it's very exhausting. Yet it's the type of thing that you do, and you're okay, and you can keep up with the hard days because it's towards what you want. Rather than being stuck somewhere or doing an activity or a job or even a relationship that is not in tune with your values, you will feel so drained consistently. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's the difference between if you're doing with a purpose and intention or just doing.
Nice. I find I'm about to go on vacation, and I find every time I go on vacation, I kind of look back on my life as if, Darlene's another person over there in Canada.
We all do, don't
So when
we?
you're away, you look back on what's going on here. Okay.
And everything looks different. And I find that it really kind of takes me out of that rat race.
Yeah.
And reflects, and I go, oh man, I haven't traveled enough. I haven't something, right? And I find that it helps, but it's not always as easy to implement once you come back, right?
No.
But you know what? Why this happens to you?
Why?
Because when we go on a vacation, it's like quieting the noise. You don't have the messages, you don't have the phone calls, you don't have the appointments, and you don't have the meetings. So a lot of the noise that you have on a daily basis is not there. When you're on a vacation, it's more of a quieter place. So you get a chance to reflect and think. But when you're in day-to-day activity, it's like the busy day. So of course, we cannot go on vacations like, I don't know, every weekend or every month, sometimes even. But we can quiet our mind. Like I always say, instead of being reactive all the time, step away. You have to step away to a place where it's mentally quieter, whether it's outside of your office. This for me is a long run. For someone else could be a long walk. For someone else could be meditation. Just quiet your mind, step away, quiet your mind. And you find yourself that, I have clearer thoughts now of what I want to do. And then hence start prioritizing what you want to do. You even to the extent that you get more inspired and excited. Isn't this what we happen to us when we are in a vacation towards the end? Was like, yeah, when I go back, I want to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
It's because we have a clearer mind. So the excitement and inspiration
Motivated again.
Yeah, that's right. That is. So what happens in a coaching session?
I want to be very, I would say, put it in an interesting way. It's like Darlene's vacation. Sorry, not that much, but similarly in a way that it's a place that you can pause and quiet your mind. Because you're away from your day-to-day noise, distractions, and expectations. During the coaching sessions, believe it or not, as a life coach, I'll never tell you what to do. But I'll ask you these powerful questions that will help you build awareness and understand yourself a little bit more. At the end of the day, most of the answers are within us. But why don't we know what to do or what's the plan? Because of all the chaos and noise that we live in on a daily basis. So comes a life coach, if you say, let's say you come to me and you say, oh my God, I'm burned out. I really don't know what to do. My days are so hard and tough and I'm so exhausted. I will never come and tell you, okay, take a vacation or drop this and that out of your schedule. We will actually try to understand, where is this burnout feeling coming from? What are you doing on your daily basis? What are the triggers of what you do? Is it people pleasing? Is it the lack of boundaries? Is it the lack of you saying no? So it's more or less building this awareness through these powerful questions during a coaching session.
That makes perfect sense.
Wow. And the life coach would never prescribe a vacation. I do that all the time to my patients. I put it in writing on a prescription pad.
You know what? I'll ask the questions and probably the clients sometimes would say, I think I'm going to go on a vacation.
Nice. Nice.
That's okay. They make up their own mind about that, though.
To add on, why I don't say
what to do?
It's because like reading a self-help book. You read the book, and then you get excited about it. And you're like, in your head, you're inspired, you're motivated. And then what happens after a day or two or a week? This book goes on the shelf. Mm-hmm. It's because it came from outside and it didn't come from within you. So it's not your decision. You didn't discover what you need to do. Someone is telling you what to do. Versus you discovering what to do on its own is a powerful moment, because by you discovering what you need to do or what's the answer, you already feel strong and empowered, and you'll be much more disciplined with these actions.
Well said. And I
Yes.
personally experienced that in a session with Yasmin where I wanted her to give me the right answer.
Sorry, Darlene.
But she had this amazing way to coach me into me finding the right answer in myself. I came up with my own right answer, but she pulled it out of me.
Yep.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
Like a good director getting an actor to get the scene.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah.
so amazing.
I love this analogy. Maybe I'll borrow it from you as well.
Yes, you can take it. And what is the biggest misconception people have about life coaching?
There are a couple, but one of the biggest misconception, I would say that you need to go to a life coach to fix you or if there's something broken.
Okay.
Not really. Not really. And I hope you don't wait that long to go to a life coach, because now it's becomes a bigger problem. The best time to go to a life coach is everything is going fine on the outside. You have a decent job, the family is okay, but you feel that you're yearning for more. There is something more that you want to get out of life and you don't necessarily know what it is. Or you're not quite happy. Yes, you're grateful with what you have, but you don't feel like there's a spark in your life. And this is a perfect timing to go to a life coach, not to fix you, but to open your eyes about opportunities and what you could think about it, about different perspectives and so on.
Okay. So what's one powerful transformation that you have often witnessed in your clients?
And I think we all suffer from doing a lot and the concept of burning out. And you go to someone and like, I'm burnt out, I'm pulling my hair, I'm spreading myself thin, all of this. And then when we start talking about what their day looks like, what their activities, the reason what they do it, the triggers here and there. And then you realize one of the things that a big trigger for this burnout is the lack of boundaries, that you don't know or you haven't been practicing how to say no. And it's not about burnout because everything around you is wrong. It's because you are not saying no. You're always saying yes.
That sounds so familiar.
I know. I think that's a popular one.
Yes, I think the session was just for me. This episode,
and the fact that the fact that the client reaches out this realization, like, oh, I never realize I'm doing that much, and I could still be loving and caring and have a great relationships, but while saying no, to protect these relationships, not to kill them. So yeah, that's one of the misconceptions.
Wow, very interesting.
And I can see how a boundary problem is all encompassing. It affects your whole life.
Absolutely.
Whether you're at work or whether you're caring for your parents or your child or you're on a date or anywhere, parking.
Oh my goodness.
And I have to say, sometimes the issue with boundaries is we don't have boundaries with ourselves first. So you have to practice it with ourselves. Yes, we want to work and grow our career. Yes, we want to stay fit and healthy and eat great. Yes, we want to have good relationships with family, spouses, kids, friends, all of this. Believe it or not, saying yes or no is the way to build our boundaries. Without boundaries, we get super depleted and we won't be able to sustain what we're working for. We won't be able to sustain our growth, our career, our relationships. People think that having boundaries may mean that you're less friendly or you're less approachable. In fact, it's completely the opposite. We set boundaries because we want to protect the relationship, we want to protect the business, we want to protect our health and fitness. But the most important thing is, one, you identify your boundaries, meaning what is okay and what's not okay with you, what drains you and what excites you. Once you identify this, you have to have the discipline to say no when you think it's no, this is going to take away from me, this is going to deplete me. And having this practice saying no to first when you're thinking of taking an action or thinking of taking an initiative for your work or thinking of going to an outing with your friends, think about it first as yourself. Honor your boundaries yourself. If it adds to you, it's a yes. If it depletes you, it's a no. Being disciplined with setting your boundaries is what's going to make us sustainable in our lives, in our relationships, in our work, everything.
I love that.
So do I.
If it sustains me, it's a yes. It's a heck yes.
Yeah.
And another thing that I always say, we are afraid of saying no because we're going to lose something. But what if we think about it the other way? Actually, saying no is actually saying yes to something else.
That's right.
So if you're saying no to this outing, maybe you're saying yes to time for you to meditate. Maybe saying yes to have extra time to go for your daily walk. Maybe saying no for a meeting means that you have a clearer mind so you can think about a new initiative for your work. So don't be scared to say no. And remember, when you say no, you're actually opening opportunity for loads of more yeses.
It's bringing to mind something that I learned being in business and in practice after many, many years. I would have, even still now, the way I function, I have patient days when I have appointments with patients, and I have admin times. And in those admin times, I could be doing any number of things. I might be recertifying my license. I might be calling people back. I might be running the actual practice, or maybe I'm gone to the dentist. Like, who knows? But what would happen is I would have a receptionist or phone calls. They would come at me, and she would take a message, and I would think, oh, I have to reply to the patient quickly, and I have to let the receptionist ask me a question. But I wasn't getting other things done that were more urgent, important, and something that could have waited overnight, but then I'd forget and whatever. So I came up with this idea that I would say, like, right now, don't let my secret out of the bag.
Okay.
Every Monday, 9 to 10 is Darlene hour, right?
Yay.
Love it. Love it.
So I plan my week. I get urgent things out of the way or whatever. And sometimes if everything's under control, I'll release that to a patient who needs to come in sooner. And my receptionist knows, don't bug me. That's my hour, right? But when I first started doing that, I would say to my receptionist, I go, yeah, I have an appointment. Like, if anybody calls, I have an appointment with myself.
And that's
Brilliant.
the most important appointment.
Yeah.
It's important because it keeps you going.
It keeps me focused.
It keeps you focused. And next time when you see the patients, you are yourself. You're not depleted. You're not unaligned. So
Yeah, beautiful.
keep this hour, please.
Yes, don't tell anybody.
Well, you
Call
did
the
tell a few
office.
people there.
I want a 9 a.m. appointment.
Absolutely busy.
I know she's got that one just for
heard.
herself. Yeah. Wow.
Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful.
Is there anything else we wanted to cover on this part of life coaching?
I would say honestly, it's a great opportunity to have some time with a life coach before needing the time with a life coach.
That's key.
Yeah, it's going to take you so far versus just going there when you're really struggling. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. That's a great opportunity. I really like it, love being here with you, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
It was enlightening for me, that's for sure.
And how can people reach you?
My practice is hello@startwithyas. That's my contact, my email. My practice name is Start with Yas. And then, as I was just saying, reach me over my email. My Instagram is my personal name because I feel as a life coach, I'm the same person as personal life. So my Instagram is yasmin.blake, YASMIN.BLEIK.
Beautiful. Thank you
That's
so
great.
much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all for listening, and follow us on social media. And
If you have any suggestions about topics from us or from Yasmin, feel free to reach out and let us know what you'd like us to talk about next.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
bye.